everyone, welcome back to Python for Beginners series. Well, this side Rajalakshmi Singham, and in today's program we are going to do something really interesting where we'll find the largest and smallest number in a list, but there's the catch. We are not allowed to use Python's ready-made max or min functions. That means we are going to solve it the old school way with just if-else logic. So here's our game plan. So we will ask the user for three numbers and compare them one by one and decide which one is the largest and which one is the smallest. And then we'll print the results. And this is a great exercise to practice your decision making skills in Python. Okay, let's write this code step by step. So step one, take input from the user and numbers equal to input, enter three numbers separated with comma, dot split, and you'll split them with comma. Okay, and then now check if exactly we have three numbers. And how you'll check? If len, we have len function in list. So len of numbers equal to 3, then we will do, right? So then we will convert all the numbers to integers. So what you'll do? You will convert num1, num2, the first number, second number, and the third number. You'll create three variables and then you will map those variables. At the same time, you will change them to integers. So what's happening here? So for example, user gave three numbers as inputs. Okay, like for example, number 1, number 2, and number 3, and these will be in strings, right? These will be in strings. So here you are creating three variables now itself, num1, num2, num3, and you are mapping these three values like num1 equal to 1, num2 equal to 2, and num3 equal to 3. So, and you are changing. Now this is string, right? Now this is an integer. See the difference even when I'm presenting it. So here we have strings and here we have integers. So what this map will do, it will assign the numbers. Like we have three values in the list. Like you're telling the Python that we have three values in the list and just create three variables and attach and assign the values with respect to the order. Like 1, 2, and 3. Num1 equal to 1, num2 equal to 2, and num3 equal to 3. And at the same time, when you are assigning, please change the data type from string to an integer. It could be anything, just change it to integers. So this is what the map is doing. Okay. And step 3 is the most important step. This is where we find the largest number. So if first we'll check the first two numbers. So num1 is greater than or equal to num2, and then we'll check num1 is greater than or equal to num3. So we are checking here whether the first number is greater than the second and third number or not. Whether 1 is greater than 2 and 3 or not. So if 1 is greater than 2 and 1 is greater than 3, so num1 is greater than num2 and num1 is greater than or equal to num3. So then you will just create a variable called largest and you will just assign num1 in it. Okay, this is good. So you are checking num1 is greater than or equal to, like, are these two numbers same or are these two numbers same? It could be same or maybe greater than. So that's what you are checking. So largest equal to num1. So else, elif. Now you will check second number. So num2 greater than or equal to num1 and num2 greater than or equal to num3. Then you will change the largest to num2. So here you check the first number, right? Now you are checking the second number, whether it is greater than or equal to with the first number and with the third number. So num2 is greater than or equal to num1 and at the same time num2 is greater than or equal to num3. So that is what you're doing. So what is this and? I think if you guys know, if you guys ever studied this AND gate or gate, so then you will understand. So AND is nothing but it is used to check the conditions. It is like if these, so you are telling the program that, hey Python, if these two conditions are true, then perform this operation. If these two conditions are true, then only perform this operation. So what if you keep or here? So or in the sense it should like any one of the condition must be true. Any one, it could be either this. If this is true, then it will not even check this condition, then directly it will jump here. If this condition is false, then it will jump here and it will check this condition. And then if this is true, though this is false, though this entire thing is false, it will do this. It will perform this line. So that is the difference between and or. Or means either any one of the condition and means every condition, everything. So I want every condition to be true. So that's why I kept and here. Okay. So here we check the first number, the second number, and okay, if these two conditions are false, then we have the third option that will be the largest anyway. So you will write else largest equal to num3. That's it. And then you will just print largest number largest. Okay, this is good. So you're printing the largest number. But we also need the smallest number, right? So what you will do? So I want you to pause at this moment. The hint is already in the slide, but I want you to check yourself that you are writing the code with me. I want you to do it yourself, saying that how can you find the smallest number? We printed the largest number, we got the largest number, but we want the smallest number. What you will do to find the smallest number? You just have to do less than or equal to in place of greater than or equal to. And you change the largest to smallest. That's the only difference. Find the smallest number. Just give if num1 is less than or equal to num2, and if num1 is less than or equal to num3, then just create a variable called smallest and add it. If num2 is less than or equal to if num2 is less than or equal to num1 and num2 is less than or equal to num3, then the smallest will be num2. Else, the smallest will be num3. And you just have to print smallest number, smallest. So this is inside the entire if condition, right? But we have to write the else condition as well, else part as well. Every if should have else. So else. So this is when the user gives exactly the three numbers. What if the user didn't give exactly the three numbers? Then you have to let the user know that print, please enter exactly three numbers. That's it. Now when you run it, enter three numbers separated with comma, 12, 13, 14. So the largest number is 14 and the smallest number is 12. Good job. What if you give everything or maybe any two numbers same? So 10, 10, 11. So the largest is 11 and the smallest is 10. Okay. What if you give all same numbers? The largest number 7 and the smallest number 7. Yeah, it even handles when you give same values. And there you go. We just built a program that finds the largest and smallest numbers without cheating with max and min. So this may seem simple, but it's actually training your brain to think like a programmer step by step. So I always insist you to do use pen and paper when you're dealing with tracing. So when you don't know how the logic is going on, please take pen and paper and do it yourself. And before we wrap up, I have a little challenge for you. I want you to try changing this code to work with five numbers instead of three. And trust me, it's fun and it will make you even more confident with if else. And if this video helped you even a tiny bit, I'd love for you to stick around and hit that subscribe button like it's your enter key. And don't forget the bell icon so Python lessons come to you, not the other way around. Keep coding, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy learning!